Thanks for joining us this week's Radar Report. I'm Lexi.
And I'm Riley.
The PHS administrative team wants you to know just how happy and proud they are of the student body. They are ecstatic regarding Spirit Week events last Friday and Saturday.
As you know, Spirit Week offered some first-time-ever moments, and the way students responded during the assemblies in Saputo Stadium, having most of the events outside, and holding the dance outdoors in the Student Plaza was, in their words, pretty darn cool. Friday and Saturday were fun-filled, positive days in PHS history.
Administration also wants to remind students that there is no school next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's October 20th, 21st, and 22nd. These days can be a great opportunity to get caught up on missing work or on assignments that need improvement.
If you're feeling good about where you are academically, take some time to rest and relax.
Congratulations to Pulaski's 1-Act team. On Tuesday afternoon, the troop took part in district competition at Wabanon High School.
The cast and crew qualified for the next level of performances. Sectionals will be held at UWGB on October 30th.
Best of luck, Pulaski 1-Act.
As we mentioned in last week's Rapid Report, PHS has a champion dairy cattle judge among us.
Pulaski's FFA dairy judging team of Sydney Gwitt, Kaylee Perfecki, and Elena Jarvie took their place in the Central National FFA Dairy Cattle Contest held at the World Dairy Expo last month.
Nearly 60 teams and more than 250 competitors took part in the event, and when the verdict was in, Elena Jarvie was deemed the best of the best.
Despite having more than 4 years of judging experience through 4-H and FFA, Elena wasn't expecting to bring home the gold.
I was totally surprised. I didn't know I was going to take first, and I knew I was going to do well because I wrote down a couple of the classes that I judged, but I was totally surprised that I took first.
Next up, for Pulaski's FFA's dairy judging team, the National Convention in Indianapolis later this month.
Good luck!
On our last Radar Report, we met Oscar Aronson from Norway.
This week, we had the opportunity to talk to another exchange student.
He traveled over 4,490 miles, and his name is Patrick Szylecki.
My name is Patrick and I'm from Poland. I want to be an exchange student because it was my dream. Like, I remember when I was watching all these American movies like Mean Girls and all these fun movies. I was always wondering if, school lunch looks like in the movies, like, nerds, popular kids and stuff like that. And I was always curious how it looks like, the real life of the American students looks like. And I find out that it's a possibility to go to United States, and I was trying to keep my good grades, and I was trying to practice my English and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm here. Homecoming was spectacular. Like, I didn't expect that would be that much fun as was. The biggest difference is that everything is here. Here, everything is huge. Like, much huge, like even food, like I was in a restaurant and portion of the food was much bigger than in Poland. Like even roads here are bigger and people here are much more open than in Poland. Like here everyone, hi Patrick, how was your day? And stuff like that. It's so nice. Like in Poland people are more close to people. Pączki, like pączki is a donut, and probably everyone here knows what pączki are, but a lot of people cannot pronounce that incorrectly. Like, I heard so many weird pronunciations that like pączkis, poczkis, and all this stuff like pączki. Pączki is correct.
Thanks, Patrick, for the information. We are so glad to have you at our school.
I bet Patrick will be excited for Pączki Day in Pulaski.
I sure am.
In other news, the American Red Cross is currently experiencing a severe blood shortage. They've distributed nearly 75,000 more blood products to meet the demand, but more is needed.
If you are in good health, weigh at least 110 pounds, and are age 16 or older, please consider donating blood.
The Red Cross will be at New Life Community Church between 8:15 a.m. and 1:15 p.m. on Thursday, October 21st.
Students can earn scholarship money based on units collected. Schedule your time at redcross.com.
Students who are 17 or older can donate without parent permission. Those 16 or under need parent permission.
If you haven't noticed already, there's a new charging locker by the main staircase.
Here's a quick tutorial on how to use it.
If your iPad battery is running low, now you know how to use the new charging locker.
And now for a short public service announcement.
Hey, yeah, I skipped Mr. Manning's American Literature class today.
Oh, you did? Are you going to talk to him?
No, why would I do that?
I don't know. I wouldn't talk to him either.
In this week's teacher feature, Tyler interviewed Mrs. Kelly from the Social Studies Department.
Let's see what they talked about.
Hi, I'm Tyler Van Boxtel, and I'm here with Mrs. Kelly for this week's teacher feature. Mrs. Kelly is a brand new teacher here in the Social Studies pod. So, Mrs. Kelly, what school did you teach to before Pulaski?
I was at Menasha High School for 12 years.
Oh, what classes did you teach there?
I taught a lot of the social studies classes, almost all of them, primarily psychology and AP Psychology, AP Human Geography, there we go, World History, U.S. History, and at-risk class, so lots of different classes.
Oh, what classes do you teach here?
U.S. History,
Just U.S. history?
yes, because I love juniors. They're the best.
We are indeed the best. What book do you just love to read that you can't put down that you've read multiple times?
It's kind of my guilty pleasure book, but Twilight.
I've never heard one person who dislikes Twilight, you know?
It's the vampires, you know.
Of course, who doesn't love vampires?
I don't know.
So what was your major in college?
My major was Bradfield Social Studies, and so it allows me to teach geography, anthropology, any of the history classes, psychology, and political science.
That is a very wide range of skills you have, Mrs. Kelly. What college did you go to?
UW Oshkosh. I went there for my bachelor's and my master's, and then I attended the University of Western New Mexico online for my graduate certificate in psychology.
Did you teach anywhere in New Mexico? Have you taught outside of Wisconsin?
Michigan, I taught online. The last 5 years, I've been an online teacher out of Michigan.
Oh, so a very important question. What is your least favorite fruit?
My least favorite fruit is, and I looked it up, it's an actual fruit, cucumber. I don't like it, but I also don't like melon too if people don't like my cucumber answer. But I like the smell of cucumber melon.
Okay. What part of Wisconsin are you from?
Oconto Falls, so not
Oh.
far from here.
Pretty
That's how I
close.
ended up in Pulaski.
When you were back in kindergarten, what did you always want to grow up to be?
Well, it's kind of an embarrassing, funny thing, but when I was 5, I really wanted to be a belly dancer.
I had the exact same thought when I was 5 too. Oh my!
It's
So,
amazing.
are you a dog person?
I like cats better than dogs. Scandalous, I know.
And what's your favorite type of cat?
One that meows.
Great answer. That very, very specific.
But I like tortoiseshell. They're like the black with different colors, and I like black cats too.
So, final question. What personally do you think is the most interesting part of history?
I really like the Middle Ages and like the Black Death. It's really
Of
fun.
course.
Yeah, I have a whole PowerPoint just on torture of the Middle Ages. Super fun.
A whole presentation.
Yes. Yeah. Just for fun.
Well, that's all for today. Thank you very much, Mrs. Kelly. This has been very informative. I will see you next show.
Wow, that last thing kind of scared me. Thanks, Tyler.
Now to Raymond with the weekend weather.
Thanks, Riley. It's going to be 57 a day by 4, dropping down to 50 by 7 with a 50% chance of rain at 3. Saturday's going to be sunny with a high of 59 and a low of 53. Sunday looking almost identical with a high of 63 and a low of 53. So that's weather, I guess. Back to you, Lexi.
Thanks, Raymond, for the weather report.
I'm hoping that there will be some sunny weather this weekend.
And now over to Aiden and Benson for this week's sports report.
Quiet on set.
Good? Yeah, just go.
Thanks, Riley and Lexi. Football was back in action last night against Manitowoc Lincoln at home with that huge bounce-back win from last week's devastating loss to the De Pere Redbirds, 17-14. That game featured touchdowns from Jacob Dockstader and Aaron Marashek.
On to boys soccer. The Red Raiders have been doing great recently, blowing past Sheboygan South 7-1 on their senior night on Tuesday, and we're back in action again versus Ashwaubenon last night, where they knocked off the Jaguars 6-1, and will return to the pitch tonight to take on Sturgeon Bay.
Currently sitting at 15-18 is the Red Raider volleyball team, who were back in the gym Tuesday night at home, losing to Manitowoc Lincoln 3-0, and as well as last night against Sheboygan South at home.
As for cross country, the Running Raiders ran in the FRCC meet last night. TJ Shaw took 5th in that meet and was awarded first team all-conference honors. Congrats, TJ. And for number 2, Hayden Burkle buries a great shot past the Sheboygan South keeper for Pulaski's first of 7 goals.
And last but not least, at number 1, we have an absolute dime delivered from Derek Block and hauled in by Aaron Marashek last night at Pulaski's football game.
Congrats to all those athletes and good luck to Pulaski's teams on the rest of their fall seasons. That's all for this week's Raider Sports Report.
Thanks, Aiden and Benson.
Hey, Riley. Don't you just love the taste of popcorn?
I don't know. It's okay. I'm more of a chip person.
Oh, well, anyway, Connor is going to ask around and see what people would want to be a flavor of popcorn.
Hi, I'm Connor Keeson, and welcome to Connor in the Commons. Now, something was on my mind this week, and I think I have to make it a Connor in the Commons question. Popcorn has been on my mind, and especially school store popcorn. It's been great having the school store back because I can, in a PLT, if I want to get out of doing some work, I just kind of, go get some popcorn. And the popcorn flavors are always interesting, like caramel corn, cheesy caramel corn, kettle corn, yeah, all the fun ones. But I was wondering, if you had to create a popcorn flavor, what would it be? Let's go! Jack, if you had to create a new flavor of popcorn for the school store, what would it be?
The men's locker room.
If you had to create a new flavor of popcorn for the school store, what would it be?
Skittles.
Gruner, if you had to create a new flavor of popcorn for the school store, what would it be?
Heathens bathwater. Yum.
Leah, if you had to create a new popcorn flavor for the school store, what would it be?
Cotton candy.
Probably like salt.
Good. All right, Joe.
I'm thinking something like cheddar, kettle corn, caramel,
Grant, if you had to create a new popcorn flavor for the school store, what would it be?
I'd probably go for some eraser shavings.
Ooh. Carter, if you had to create a new flavor of popcorn for the school store, what would it be?
Pain.
All right. If you had to create a new flavor of popcorn for the school store, what would it be?
Mr. Shaw's gym shoes.
That sounds like a good one.
Guys, if you had to create a new flavor for the school store, what would it be?
Aiden Roar's sports bra.
All right.
Ew, Connor's bathwater? That's disgusting.
I might be sick.
Just kidding, Connor.
Actually, let's be real. That's pretty disgusting.
In other exciting news, we have an email. If you have an idea you think you should share, email us at pulaskirsn@pulaskischools.org. We also have an Instagram and Twitter. Give us a follow at Pulaski_RSN.
That's all we have for you today. Thanks for tuning in.
Make it a great day and a fun weekend, Raiders.